I'm at to abandoned IKEA world. I'm at not IKEA, I mean mall and our Toys R Us. First of all, we're gonna have a new thing added to here. We're gonna make it be open. Later on, probably open my room, but the only way you would join my room, really, I'm gonna make a little rule about that, is you have to actually add me to join the room, actually. That's how my room system's gonna work. Because I can't really, open it. I'm not opening it because, I don't want to open it. I do griefers gonna come in like crazy. Later on, maybe in the future I'll open it, but to the public, but that's like later on when I'll do a video about my room, show what's going on, and cool features. This map will be reused for the main building. This will be entirely reused, but instead of it abandoned, it'll be open to the public. I'll get marketplace pass so I can get marketplace stuff and make sure our road is fully done for. Like amazing. And I'll keep trying to pay for the roam restriction so I can keep it running. Then later on, when I get a laptop, I'm gonna actually run a Minecraft Java server. Since a game laptop only does give you Java. So we'll actually maybe make a Minecraft server with so many mods. First of all, I'm gonna tell you a few things. The server is not maybe, it's for horror fans, okay? So some days we'll do little events. In case I do get a laptop one day. This will kind of be an event. Every Friday, we'll change the world to a different world. This world will be custom made by me. Including actually people can join it on a Monday and keep working on it until the world is done and we publish it to our room. So every Friday, an event will appear. Your house will disappear, but it'll come back to the next day. Of course, I'll make a backup in case I do delete it on accident, but it'll be very fun. So what is this event called is Scary Fridays. So we will be going digging through and actually adding stuff like horror mods. Then later on, we are going to keep the horror mods. Depends on y'all like it. You like the horror mod? There's going to be a sign put up. You like this mod? Yes or no. So what you would do is type 1 for yes. Then other people will type 1. Other people have to keep adding up. Or maybe I can find a mod with a light count. Then someone to press a button, then that goes up by 1. So every time. Or I do the sign trick. I don't know. We will actually build stuff. So what I would do is make it real life 5 years. So in 5 years, I have the Minecraft add-on called Time Capsule. And y'all are able to put stuff inside of it. So like the future players in that type of room would get access to it and see what's in there. There's all keep it running. According, there are gonna be a few rules here. You can troll people, but it has to be in a troll zone. So you put your house in this zone, you're screwed. Make sure you build your house outside the troll zone, or you just want to be trolled by people. We'll put a sign up near it. Hey, this is the troll zone. You want to be trolled, you just enter it anytime. You build your house here, you're probably screwed by other players. So just telling you that what it's gonna say, so. There'll probably be a ton of trollers in there, I already know. They'll wait for someone. But you're allowed to blow up stuff only in the troll zone. Put in their random events called Destruction, where you can destroy buildings as a team. And actually build challenges that's gonna maybe happen like every week. Am I planning this server to be one of the best? Yeah. But first of all, I would need to post it on Reddit and other love sites to make sure people know. Reddit, Facebook, YouTube. Since I'm a YouTuber, it'll be easy for that. Hope y'all be happy about it. I know my YouTube account is using my email, so I just use my email to access my YouTube account anytime. Send in my email. Well, that means I'll need to link my email to my Google thing. It'll be fun. Either way, it'll be like fun challenges for y'all. I bet a lot of people are gonna have fun, and I already know the troll zone. I already know that zone's gonna be destroyed by 1,000 players. What I'm gonna expect, I instantly open the server, there's gonna be like 100 people already in there, be like, oh, we gotta wait for someone. Hold on, let me wait. Oh, there's someone. They're coming. No, yep, they're coming. Yeah. Get away. Oh, there he is, my target. Yes. Yeah, that's how y'all are gonna be, really. I already know what y'all are planning. Y'all are planning to troll everyone who enters that zone. But it'll be fun, but that's for the future, okay? Right now I'm planning to do it. But I will remake this on my own server. So, like, this will be actually in the troll zone. So, you can... There are a few things you can do with it in the troll zone. Number one is own it. Now, actually, there's gonna be a little cool thing about this, is you can buy this. This will be on our own market. So there's gonna be a market. I'll try to find a market mod so I can slap stuff in there. So what is this called is the build. We have a build section. You can buy build blueprints and you can actually place them down. Instead, but these stores will be empty, so they will look like this. With nothing in them. And you just choose what you want them to be. We all know this is a McDonald's normally. So it's kind of cool for that. I just thought I'd do that for Mickey D's since I love that type of food place. McDonald's is very cool, honestly. But I do have other plans for this. This can be, you can make it come a home. You can renovate it to look like a house. A giant mansion. But you think this is going to be cheap. Now there will be some houses for like 100 earnings. That's our base house. Actually, no. You think every house is going to really be cheap. It's going to be based off of real life prices. So Coca-Cola, we get like a, what, maybe I'll look for like a Coke mod or something, but I'll make sure, the mod is allowed by Coca-Cola before I use it. But, y'all know, everything you place down. You have a cash register, you can, people get their own nose in there. They don't, there'll be alarm systems. So everything will be like a real shopping experience. So what I mean is this is in our store section. So about the buying section is you have house, store. I'm trying to build what it maybe will look like. So maybe this is what the menu will look like. A little impersonation of it. This is what I kind of will help it looks like. I hope it will. But there will be real photos on here. It's just right now, this is the first thing you get. This is like the base model of it. Then when you're viewing that, you got a few buttons over here. Up here would be a button, then another button, then another button, then another button. There we go. 3 buttons. So these buttons will say is house. You can buy houses here. Up here will be like a little sign. We'll say store market, house market, and stuff like furniture. This will be the furniture section. You'll have another one called the plies. So what I mean by the plies is like, this is pretty cool. So about your stores is when you just select house version of this, this will not be here. Not the back door either. This is the ghost one, but you can buy an abandoned one. They kind of get this creepy doors in here. Get like a creepy abandoned one, what actually is haunted. It'd be very cool. When you can make it come a haunted house, you can do different things with it. We don't care. You do to select store, it has to be a store. That's gonna be the rule. You just select store, it can be, really. You can do anything, like any store vibe. You want a haunted house? That's fine, because that's in the store. Telling people have to buy to go there, so that's a store. So we got another section called Scary Furniture. This is where all the scary stuff will be. Then, right over here. So when you go over here, what's pretty funny is this is called voting. The voting zone. What I mean voting zone is in the name will say voting mods. So it means any mod I slap in here, y'all can vote for. There'll be like, easy mods at the start, not very crazy. The chisels mod will be allowed for any artists who want to join. Simple. Then some people will there'll be a few things you can buy. You can buy a church. Obviously, that's going to be in the store section. But you don't buy to go in there. You just buy it, then people enter there for free. That's how it's going to work. Does nothing cost money in a church, okay? Or any god items. OP items will cost a lot. And actually, I'm going to find a mod. What this mod is going to do is going to get rid of how you're going to find OP items are they're going to be super rare. When what's for a mod will change OP items to the rarest they can be. So any player who finds a god apple will be called lucky. Because they will be rare. Don't know mods about that. I'm going to make my own. Try to make a code about that. Where they're rarely, like... Let me name some rare items you can very find. These are going to be always easy to find. But... the most... okay, these are going to be all normal. Okay, here's a few rare items. So copper, leather, chainmail, and iron. These are not rare. This is kind of rare, okay? This isn't rare, but not too rare. This is fully rare. You can't... Coding. Actually, netherite will be super rare. It's going to work the same thing on the tools as well. This will be a tiny bit rare. We'll get potions. Potions are in the tiny bit rare section. This. Am I about to go through all mod votes? Yeah, I'm going to download all the mod vote mods so everyone can have fun things they wanted to vote for, so more people can have fun on there. They want to have that penguin one made votes go faster. We should break on that. How cute that dang creature was. It was all dang scammed in the start. I already felt it, bruh. Hello, like, if you're kidding me, a mod vote. Then you have your fans just rushing in there, like... It made sense to retire it since it was too crazy. But there's going to be another feature. Y'all see this airplane right here. Now, let me think here. So, let me place it down and explain how this is going to work. Okay, I'll probably find a better airplane mod since... Okay, that kind of scared me a bit. This one's not the best, but, this is part of an add-on we'll be using as well. A marketplace. It is amazing, and it's free. Make stuff look more prettier. So about this is we'll have an airport. So this airplane's not really modeled. You can kind of tell it was a bit modeled, but not really. But we are going to download an airplane mod where luggage can go in the back. People can ride in the back, and there'll be 2 captains. 1 captain, then 1 co-pilot. Then this is how they will take off, and we'll build an airport for y'all. So like you can travel around our world and actually see stuff. We'll build some famous places in real life. And actually there's going to be a section. You can press a button called Real Life World. And buddy. Am I going to fall on a real life world map? Yeah. So when y'all press this button, it's going to be... Obviously, it's going to be a day called Thursdays, where, like, a world will appear, but it's like this entire world is generated by real life, but y'all have to build on it. So every Thursday is going to appear, then disappear the next day. So that means y'all, have Scary Fridays, but the chance of this actually appearing on Fridays is common for it to appear. Not all the time, but y'all will have fun. What I mean, like, fun is, one of the scary Fridays, we'll have the Backrooms mod. Then the next day will be Verity. Next Friday. That's kind of my plan. I want to kind of do Verity and see what all people do. Because every house is going to have a Verity pull up to their doorstep in Minecraft. It'll be cool, but that means I have to go around and fall on everyone's houses somehow. So that's why admins have access to something called Fun Player House, where they can TP to you and give you Verity. Any horror mod. And actually, one of them will be the Five Nights at Freddy's add-on. This is so cool, bro. This add-on, I've been looking at it, but it's called Five Nights at Freddy's Wanted. I bet a lot of y'all heard about it. It's very popular, and why is because reasons. You can actually build your own pizzeria, and there's gonna be something in that type of Friday. But y'all can vote for it to last 2 more days. You want it to. And they'll tell you what mods are coming up the next Friday. Then y'all say 2 more days on that mod. We have to move that one in case it already coming up for Friday, and we gotta switch it back, in case. But we'll not repeat. We're gonna keep digging through the web, including I'll give access to other players to do it. But only players I trust can have access to the mod menu, including some can be a moderator. But we only make sure the troll zone is only happening in one zone. Because I don't want to hear someone crying because they just got attacked by a crazy amount of players who were OP. Don't want to hear that. I'll be mad at whoever does that. And you don't want to know what happens to a player who does that. You want to really know, y'all. Players who do this will be banned for life from our server. So you break a rule, you're banned from life. So you always got to think about your consequence of your actions. Why not allow you back until you say sorry to that player? This is how our servers are going to run. You think we're really just a normal server? No. We're a type of server. Yeah, that's why the server is going to be called the server of crazy players. So when I know some players are going to be named maniacs on the server, so we got to make sure everyone stays happy. Someone cries, we'll find out who did it. That's how we are on our servers. That's how the server's going to really run. Because y'all got to think about it before you do something, you know what I mean? That's how real life works. That's why in consequences are your actions. Really, that's how it is gonna always work on our server, so we're actually more focused on hackers. We're mostly focused on the events as well, but we just don't like hackers. We don't like them that much. All the times they trolled players. And players would cry at their friends. Yeah. Don't want that really happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is why I'm recording stuff, so in the future we're able to remake these builds. So players are actually able to look at them and be like, interesting. They'll definitely not like us when we're messing with y'all. These hackers think they know everything about servers, but when you come across a server like us, we don't play around, by the way. We actually enforce rules. So hacker thinks, oh, they're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna have a server. I want to find a code of what will dig for hackers. I'll find a mod what does that. Then the hacker instantly gets banned when they use. We see someone doing strip mining. Okay, we'll be like, okay, that's normal. Like, what's the point of banning the person when we see them doing strip mining? But it starts getting weird. Like, they're doing strip mining. Like, okay, the admin's gone. That's why we're gonna allow voice chat. And there'll be a rule here on our server. Voice chat has to stay on. When you walk away, you can mute it, obviously, since you're probably doing something we should not need to worry about. But it has to be on for safety reasons in case we hear someone like, do, came to, do all this. Yeah. Time to go hack this person or something. Then we'll know who is doing it. Because we're actually being smarter, because we've seen other people do this. I've seen other YouTubers who try to make servers, like Dr. Donut, who tried to actually make a server with no hackers, but it failed. Because hackers know servers pretty well. So they already know these tricks, but my tricks are dirty. They're not the same as what hackers think. So if you break in, you're instantly banned. It's going to be listening. Not straight up, listening to everything you do, but, we're just making sure you're safe. We hear something going on, we know something's happening on Minecraft, so. We're not trying to enforce, listening. That would be creepy, but we're saying, like, in case, y'all are a hacker or something. We don't really trust it, you know what I mean? There are a lot of noobs out there, and when they join a Minecraft server, they get bullied instantly. No bullying allowed, no hacking, just have fun, that's it. I mean, like, no hacking, no bullying. The only bullying zone is actually in the troll zone. You can only bully people in there. That's why when you cross the level line of the world, you're in the bully zone. And you'd be screwed, honestly. So that's why you should stay away from the bully zone. Or you just want to have fun with other players and troll them. You know what I mean? Simple. But you can trick someone by telling them, oh, hey, can you come over here way totally in Minecraft? Yeah, I'll come over there. There's probably a lot of level dots on my screen from the dang. Depends on like a million players. I am gonna set it to max players. I don't care. We gotta make sure like our servers are actually running fine. Actually does run off your Wi-Fi for it to run. If you have bad Wi-Fi, your server's not running good. That's how the servers normally run. But there's so many holes in here. I love how Minecraft tried to make their own graphics. They did pretty good, honestly. I love it. But not the best designers. That's where you walk up to a dang Toys R Us. You hear the generator sometimes still running, like you still hear it sometimes. But sometimes they're off. That's only the power still on somehow. Of course, later on, I'll make dang creepy Minecraft mods. So Fridays will be custom. A lot of YouTubers will do like Fridays as like a horror thing, but servers not seeing that. They don't just download a bunch of dang horror mods and let people have fun. That's what they do. I want to have a challenge. Now, actually, you can vote for random. It means random horror mods. You don't know. We don't tell you what it is, but then when the day comes, maybe you know the horror mod or something. But there's another thing called Intel. So the way to know what horror mod is coming is by paying a million earnals. So only rich players can pay to know, but they can't tell other players. Or we switch the mod, so they will never know what it is since they try to pay for it. Then it will not work because we know them too well with players. Trying to tell them, oh hey, there's something coming this Friday. What it's very fun horror mod. What horror mod? Can't really tell you, sadly. Why? It's just how the server. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Am I really just not moving it? That's where the most annoying thing you can hear on YouTube is this. You want to know what it says? Hey, don't skip. This is a God video. I'm like, don't skip. This is a Jesus video. I'm like, bruh, how many times I need to scroll and I keep hearing this? It is so dang annoying, bruh. You can get away from it for 1 second. I just scroll the next second. Oh, don't skip. I'm like, it's just annoying. You know what I mean? Like, I do like God and Jesus. It's just like so annoying hearing it. Oh my God, look at this, bro. It looks crazy, man. Do I have an idea? Yeah. Okay, let me think here. Fortnite. Ugh. Dang, I swear every game's copying every game. You play Fortnite? Oh, copying Roblox, because Brookhaven's been copied. Excuse me, devs. Dang, fix that, bro. Am I, like, trying to get these all in, and then we'll plan what lights should be on and off? Or idea, like, a certain time all lights turn on. For some odd reason. But I don't really have engine noises, so I do. I'm gonna look for like Toys R Us, like motor noises or something. I don't know. Engine noises or something, or no, power breaker noises, Toys R Us. Then on that, then place it in. Since I can just do that, maybe. What is going on? There we go. We're done. This is honestly looking amazing so far. Like, so this is like our first Toys R Us abandoned look. Minecraft, I think I did pretty good. It makes it look like Lights are always 3 apart in the store. Like, honestly, they are. But in houses, they're way more further apart. I don't really know, you can't see it, but here we go. That looks honestly like what a dang store has on. They have barely any lights on, but they still make that creepy look. Wait, you didn't look in there? Wait, oh, what about the front doors, by the way? Dude. About front doors, they have front lights. And like some stores, honestly, when they go abandoned. Luckily, you know, you got enough room. We turn one on and make that look creepy in there. You can't really tell, but they're one light on. Like, this is kind of like creepy. Like this window gives you a lot of look in there, but the other one gives you more look. Like this one really does give you a lot of peats in there. So when I go in there, let me go renovate a bit. Now we all know about real life stores. What's always in them? What is creepy? When they go abandoned. I want to see no one can say anything about it. Okay, here's the clue. Stores go abandoned, then they leave the shelves. What is left after the shelf leaves? The shelves where everything used to be on. What's on top of it? Or what was left behind? Okay, here's your explanation. Stains. The stains of the shelves. So these shelves are pretty funny. When you look at them in real life, they look clean. But on the bottom, they leave a black mark for some reason when they're gone. But the malls always have, like when you look at a mall and go in there normally, what do you see? Leftovers of stuff. So sometimes you see it at McDonald's. You'll see tables in there or something. Or like actual kitchen equipment and stuff. There are a few abandoned McDonald's actually in real life. One's in a forest, what is fully like from the 1960s or something. What my plan is actually go inside abandoned places and take their stuff. Then actually sell it. Back to McDonald's. So McDonald's can actually display it. Simple enough. McDonald's can get their items back. Just walk up to McDonald's open and be like, do you know about your abandoned locations? Yeah, they're not all the way down. Because you have a few left over. No, I tell them, wait, maybe I'll lie there was nothing in there. Then I take all the items. Ooh, then I can sell it online. Like this. Oh, that means I would need to take the, how I would take the kitchen equipment out. That would be a good question. But I will bring the signs, but I'll make sure everything is actually written down. From how they would work and stuff. But you know you gotta reroute the power back to them and actually fix them. So that's how I was gonna do. I'll need to somehow get them worked then. I don't know how to make this thing, so if on a block what does look like a stain. So black concrete, don't get that, but you do. Shop should be 3 blocks wide. Probably like Toys R Us. Other. I think it's part of my scary mod where they laughed. Yeah, it does. Would make more sense. I love how they updated it to the newest store. Did they get the newest doors? No, they don't get the copper door yet. The new ones. We'll just ignore it. I have an idea. What about the mall was connected to the Toys R Us? Oh, that would be amazing. So when that door slams, you're locked in here, but you're able to go to the mall as well. I have an idea. So since really you can actually see those, you can really see through these a tiny bit. So what about kind of seeing? My door? Yeah. They would actually rust, over time. Well, if we don't really have new mods, really, but I gotta upload the video. So to get some people to attention. Okay, I'm uploading my video right now of my new Fallout 4 mods. Yeah, so y'all can look at that. See what does this look like. I'm not working on the Titanic today. I feel like tomorrow, maybe. Since I'm doing a ton of things today, building this, finishing the Toys R Us up, trying to get it look good as possible. Realize how many videos I upload a day. Maybe one day I'll go above 30 since I was at 33, then I dropped down. Sadly, one time. Go up and down, go up and down. That's how YouTube works. Three blocks each. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that kind of looks good. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. They're not really like. There we go. There we go. I kind of don't like how creepy this store looks. Like, all these stains and stuff. It just looks so barren. And it's meant to be. This is a dirt layout on this side. Kind of cutting this out. I just realized what I just messed up. I don't really like how the store just is so empty and quiet. Like, I don't really like it. Well, the lights are half on, but like half of the building's done. So only this door is done. There we go. This is kind of creepy, man. You would just be like, do do do. I'm walking down the store. Imagine, there were actually one case in actual grocery store. So imagine these are fridges. Simple. The return fridges, simple, simple. This is, let me put buttons what were fridges and not fridges. Gotta show y'all what happened. All these were fridges. This is like, the normal store fridges where it would hold soda and other items. But this type was meant to clean the back of it. So guess what he did? He was cleaning the top of it and everything. But what happened was he tried to clean the bat. So he fell down and, he was not able to get out. So actually, what's pretty funny is, you want to know how narrow a fridge is in a grocery store? This is how narrow it was for him. So, you are in here. Look how tight this is. You're not even able to move at all. And this guy was stuck. Trying to get out. Now they're able to get out. Trying to scream for help, but it was closing time. So, they clean up at closing time. There were a ton of workers and security. No one noticed him. So for a week, no one known where he went. A week later, they closed the store down forever, since they were running out of business. And when they were digging back here, they found him dead when they were moving fridges out of the store. So he technically died from an accident from that day. How narrow that fridge is, bro. That is a crazy story. Honestly, I would not even squeeze back there. Like that's definitely a dumb idea to do in my life. Like, honestly, bro. How narrow that is. He did get crushed, but, not really a lot of pressure did get put on anybody. However, this just keeps opening and closing. The menu is not even done. I had not even planned what else with it. So this video will remind me of it. When we worked on the menu, what maybe will look like. So this is what the button will show. Down here would say, really, this would be part of the menu. Now later on, there's nothing here. Not really nothing. There going to be another button. Oh. Look at this. There would nothing be else but one giant button down here. This is how the menu would maybe look. One giant button. But there would be other buttons added on to get down here, but Right here would say bank. And what you'd be able to do is posit urinals into a bank. And what's pretty funny is you posit it inside an ATM. That tells you how much you have. This would be our ATMs. It's going to be a command block. When you press it, it draws all urinals. Then puts them inside a chest behind here. And about this chest would be savage people. So they can be evil people or good people. This is how it looks, our ATM. So this is like how big it would be. This would be the dark blue screen. You click on it, it would technically, just be one button on it. You press it, it would give you, it'll bring you up to a stream. Or maybe we'll get like a computer mod or something. Deposit your urinals in, then use them anytime. But be careful, cause what our urinal system is, someone can break it. Break into it. and steal all your urinals, and they can be all gone in one day. So that's why you gotta be careful. Or you can go put it in the local bank, what's a lot more secured. The only way for you to get to the urinals are very simple. 3 type of ways. Scary ways. First of all, is to rob the normal bank is gonna be a lot more harder than other people think. It's gonna be normal, very scary. So what I mean is by robbing a bank would be super hard in our game. But our bank is more scary than you think. Everything's not like modeled yet, but this is how our store is starting to look. I'm probably starting to model this. Of course, doing not everything we can to make our first little path. Then even path's gonna go around the entire building, by the way. Make your own website or something. I want a mod, but I should then do a lot of things with it. There we go. Simple enough. Now. There we go. Come on. There we go. Let me layer it one more time in case. You know what I mean? Okay, almost done. Mm-hmm. Yo, I'm landing right here, y'all. This was a good video. Goodbye, everyone.